this video, I know I keep on saying I'm going to stop with the updates, and I'm getting towards my final reviews, so I'm in the process of making a video that's way too long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some awesome Cura settings that I dug deeply on, and I found a new YouTube channel, and this guy definitely pointed me in the right direction. Now these settings entail you making your top layer height infinite, 9999999. Keep typing 9 until you can't no more, and then you make the bottom layer 0, so it's not going to do a bottom layer. And what this does is it tricks the system into only doing the fine detail of a top layer. So it's going to do, essentially it's going to do it 100% solid. There's going to be no infill. And I'm going to show you what happened when I did that, and will I keep doing that. Yeah, I don't see why maybe if I make smaller trinkets or something really nice where I wouldn't do that trick, because it almost looks like this Anet A8 printed like a very expensive resin 3D printer, or resin machine, whatever you would call them. I don't have the money, this is what I deal with, so this is what I know for now. But just the fact that any one of you can go out, and if you want to get into 3D printing, you don't have to spend a lot of money. And I wanted to get into 3D printing because I'm very technical. I love the technical aspects of anything, literally anything. So my favorite part about learning is learning technical stuff. Will I learn anything about anything else? Probably not. I was never good in school with learning the stuff that I didn't want. They had to deal with me. Who wants to learn stuff they don't want to learn, though? This is what I like. This is what I know a lot about, is using my hands, and literally I can honestly build anything. Really, if I wanted to. Almost build anything. So I'm going to show you that you should probably watch this video before you go out and buy any expensive 3D printer, because with these settings I made I paid a little over $180 on Amazon. You can get this same machine for $140 on eBay. I just saw it, I was mad. I kind of just want to buy one out of spite and just have two Anets. Why? Because this was such a fun project, guys. But yeah, let me show you these settings, because my mind's blown, and I will tag the name right now, and I will tell you about them in a little bit. Basically, I'm doing this as a sample. It's just a little bed guard, chain guard, well, to protect the my drag chain always bumped into my fan nozzle and sometimes touches my nozzle, and I don't want that, so I'm making this little bed protector. So I have them in 0.6, 0.4, and 0.2 millimeter. But here's the catch. If we look over here, go up. Okay, my bottom layer I set to 0, and my top layer I set to an infinite number. Now this is supposed to trick the system into always thinking that it's making a top layer, so it's going to be very detailed. So people are getting their printers looking like injection molding. So we're about to test this theory out, and I'll let you guys know. Debating on whether or not, what this looks like, I should say, is going to definitely impact my final review. I think I do have every layer looking like concentric, so it's gonna keep going around and around and around and around. But right now it's not looking too good. Doing some wild stuff. This is 0.6. That's right. So this is a huge layer height right now, and we're going super slow and testing it out. But wow, it is making this part like ridiculously quick, guys. But it's also coming out like total crap. So as I said, it's making a support too. Wow, you could just watch it pouring out. My nozzle might be a little too high up. It actually looks like it. So, or just the way everything was angled. No, my layer height should be where it's at, I think. But wow, it is just dumping material down at 0.6. Holy crap, that's why I'm saying it's up there. But honestly, like, the outer layer wall doesn't look too bad at all. This is at 0.6. It is just pouring in. I've never done this to my machine. But we're gonna test every single one of these out. I'll get back to you when they're all created. Alright guys, I think this guy might be onto something. Let me zoom in. Look at that layering. And it looks like it literally folded into 100% infill. It's been just concentric, the design, layer, well, line by line, filling it in layer by layer. And this is at 0.4 layer height. And I've never seen my printer print this good. It's this guy wasn't joking. It almost looks as if it's injection molding right now. Wow, that's a little ugly because it's doing it over a support. Good timing for a video, right when it gets sloppy. But it's building that brim around it. This brim right here, and that's so it fits to the corner of the bed just like that. This is the 0.6. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Now look at that compared to, it's not even done yet. There's a huge difference. Even in the curve, that's incredible. Look at that layering. And this print is just about done. Holy shit, guys. Look at the difference. Like, oh my god. It literally, I can't believe it. Like, we'll get even to the bottom of these compared. This, I couldn't even get the mount out. 0.6, 0.4. I was able to get the support right out of that. Yeah, it's a little ugly in there. You can see some of the screwdriver grease from taking apart stuff, whatever. But this is 0.04 and my machine's never... Oh my god, it was... This printed within about, still I think less than 10 minutes. This part printed in like less than 4 minutes. So we're really cooking with fire with this layering. But we're gonna make it at 0.02 and I'm gonna see if there's any benefits to this. This guy did a lot of modeling. I can see it literally does look like injection mold, and I can see why people would want to do this. It's pretty impressive. So we're gonna see what 0.2 does. Alright, the 0.2 is done, and I gotta say, for not having any bottom layer, and it tricking the system to 100% infill. It came out spectacular. Words can't describe how beautiful this just came out. The bottom is solid. The layer lines are the layer lines are absolutely beautiful. Got a little piece of crud on it. But let me get a close-up of that layer line. Alright, so the camera's picking up some stepping on the bottom, but I don't think you can do much better than this, honestly. I don't know if I want to test out a fan nozzle in this setting, or if I just want to do normal settings because of that detail. Regular settings are definitely more precise, but the actual shell, I would have to say it's almost comparable to, let's see if we can see a difference between these two parts. Okay, in layer lines there is a huge difference. Oh my god. What am I talking about? Let me get this camera nice and steady. I don't know if you guys can see all those layer lines on this, but this is normal settings. A lot of stepping, a lot of layer lines, especially in that. Opposed to that. So yeah, I'm going to make an actual part like this, see if it works. The settings and all the right numbers from 3D printed tabletop, and he gives a very good detailed description on how to do this. His settings were definitely a lot different on his Ender 3 opposed to the Anet A8, but these are the settings that you need to go with to make it look like injection molding. This is definitely the closest you'll ever get to a resin machine. 100% impressed. If you've ever owned X mods, you've definitely seen this. But this is my very old handy dandy hand drill, and I did have to drill this out to fit the screw in because it was a little off center. That is the only flaw about doing the settings this way. The tolerances aren't exact like it would be if you had normal settings, but the shell comes out so beautiful. I mean, oh my god, let me just, I can't explain, guys. Like, this camera, I'm zooming in so much it's making it look like crap. But that is 0.2 layer height, and words cannot express how I'm like, this is an Anet A8, guys. It should not be printing like that. But yeah, it's wow. Along together. I mean, this thing is so tight in here, it ain't going anywhere. I use the M3x20, and I'm already starting to like the new extruder. It's not even on it, and this is like so strong and lightweight. I also have the slotted like risers, I would say, for the my auto bed level, which is, I'm just gonna take these two hex heads out and use the nuts and just throw this auto bed level right onto the that mount. I just gotta say that the this chain guard, or the bed protector, oh my god, it's like one of the simple mods I put on my list that are the best mods. If you put any type of drag chain on your bed, you need this. That way your fan doesn't collide with the chain, or your hot end doesn't touch this. I can only imagine what that infinite layer trick does to that extruder. I wonder if it can print 0.5 or 0.6, like a really high number that this extruder couldn't do. But I'm just I'm so happy before I even change this extruder out. So before you guys have to do any crazy expensive mods, you can get your printer printing an Anet, a cheap Chinese printer. You can get it printing like a resin printer. My mind is, oh my god. This is coming out incredible too, I might say. Oh my god. And that's been printing super good since all the bracing and the new belt and the new bearings. I just can't wait to do away with this clunky extruder and those bearings. I'm almost tempted just to see what bearings and a belt does, but if I'm going to take apart the machine, I'm going to do it for a reason, and that's to put the new carriage on, which I do have to. I just popped this in here to take a website photo, but we have to take this back out so I can put the bearings on it. All these slots, those are for zip ties for wires, and they're all over. You got them here, here. I think they're in a few other places, but that's pretty neat how they design. Oh, there's supports in there, but it's pretty neat how they designed zip ties to go right through that. So this is actually I thought it was regular settings, but I forgot. I totally did this solid with those crazy settings, so this should come out like, honestly, like it's, oh my god. The only thing I don't get is every time, it's not just this, it's concentric in general, but let me zoom in for you guys. It always leaves that crazy hump somewhere, and the nozzle just rams right over it, and it definitely has to do something to affect the quality by jumping up over that thing like that. So we're going to take the camera and we're actually going to watch it. Get the whole plate, but look at that finish. It looks like injection molding. I mean, close enough. More of a resin printer, I want to say. But yeah, that's very stringy right there. That's a first. Dude, you can see everything on this camera. It's incredible. This is just a Samsung Galaxy S9 I film with. But yes, it's leaving too much. The camera is making it look a lot worse than it actually is. See, there it goes, jumped right over it. Then did it again. It's just, oh, I just hate hearing that sound. Oh, look at that inner wall. I don't know, I just might build solid for now on. 100% infill, who knows? My parts for one are going to be insanely strong, that's for sure. But I'm gonna go different than concentric. I got one more part that's gonna make, which is circle, the fan nozzle, but I kind of want to do concentric, and it's going to be open on the inside, so I'm really gonna put this crazy setting to the test. But it's just like, get the close-up on that. This is zoomed in like crazy right now. By the eye, it looks smooth. Like, it looks incredibly smooth. This is an Anet A8, guys. Just let me back this up. Oh my god. You can do this, like, with just almost settings and the proper mods and bought mods together, this machine is, the review is going to be incredible. I haven't even, the review is going to be insane because I haven't even put the V6 hot end on this machine, and that's one of the biggest bought upgrades like people are ranting and raving about. So I just want to know what this looks like in regular settings, and then what it's going to look like that. I can only imagine it's 5 times better. But yeah, this is a stock extruder, and that's what it's doing. My words are lost, honestly. I'm baffled. Definitely, I cannot thank watching 3D Printed Tabletop's channel. He is how I got all the settings for everything. Definitely like and subscribe to 3D Printed Tabletop. Alright, we went a little bigger than just the little cable chain bed protector, whatever you'd like to call that, which is amazing. I just love going back to being mindless, homing my machine and not having to hold down my cable chain, because either my nozzle crashes into it, nothing happens to it, but I just don't like it rubbing up against it. It loosens up everything, or it might bump your axis out just by hitting that. I don't like how my hot end was sitting on it too, so that little tiny print is definitely worth printing if you do a lower, well, a y-axis cable chain. Definitely do that bed protector. I'm never ever, if I do this printer again, I'm never going to do it any other way. I'm going to print that right away with the cable chain. You guys definitely should too. Get it out of the way. You can print that in 5 minutes. But oh my god, we have gorgeous parts coming out of this thing. It is a little rippling, and that is because if you look on top, it's maybe if I put it up against something darker, you see those ugly little bumps everywhere. It would hit that and it would go off of it like a 50-foot jump on a dirt bike going 100 miles an hour. Like, the machine jumped up in the air pretty much off the table. I was like, holy shit. No, I wasn't that exaggerating, but still, it shouldn't be bumping up, because that's how you get jagged edges or steps in your print. I mean, this is not bad at all. This is so smooth. Like, I'm gonna put it flat so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Maybe in a light too, be a little better. Put my lamp on. Oh, it was on. But yeah, that thing, it's 100% infill. This thing is never gonna break. It's one of those, I put it up on top and the motor sits on it just like this, and luckily this hole should be big enough for everything. Alright, luckily it's the perfect size. I just gotta tap it out because it's not threaded, which is no biggie. As long as I finally have a working product. But it hasn't been any more than a couple hours since I made that last video. But yes, that is still here, and I am giving it away. It's so nice, that gray. But yes, this is the moment of truth. I'm going to do it on camera, so hopefully I don't end up looking stupid. Ooh! Oh man, and this is like how confident I am in making prints. Okay, it looks as if it goes on an angle, or let's see. Can I get it placed any better anywhere else? Is there a difference? Can I go like this if I wanted to? Nope. It only goes one way, guys. And that is on an angle this way. I'm going to set it up. Only goes one way, guys, and that's on an angle this way. And I cannot wait to screw this in. That takes this big old motor and it puts it up here. And it takes this cable. It's the right size finally. Screw it in there. And this beautiful, beautiful carriage or plate that I made is gonna go on this carriage or bearings. Wow, I just don't know what to call it. But my favorite part about everything is how like that fan sticks out sideways. Like that's so badass. I kind of want to do one of those big intakes that come out. See how powerful this fan is opposed to the bigger fan. If there's a big difference, hell, I'll do two. Maybe I'll do that one going into that one. How badass would that be? With the mount that goes on that. Haha. But no. I just want that big intake that I keep seeing on everybody's. It just looks so cool. And I believe they got one for this fan too. But we are about to rip this machine apart. I just got to print a few things and I'm gonna rip this machine apart. I'd like to do some prints, kick back and relax. I'm tired of taking this machine apart. I had it apart yesterday morning, the morning before that. I really don't want to do it a third day in a row. I'd like to do a day of printing. Alright, doing the fan nozzle with those crazy settings. Infinite top layer, 0 bottom layer. And it is coming out beautiful so far. This fan nozzle is going to be awesome. It's a stubby one, so everything fits perfect for this. Yeah, that's right. I threaded this in. It is looking beautiful. You can see straight through that. I know I can. Perfect holes all the way through this. This is 100% solid too, so I had no worries about cranking down. These threads aren't made. I just kind of I took a socket wrench and I kept screwing and unscrewing this until it finally like made beautiful threads, and then I cranked down on it. When I mean cranked, I cranked down on it. 100% infill is like, wow, that's ridiculous. Like even dropping it, it's wow. This is not 100% infill. Hear it? The hollowness? Big difference. It's crazy. It's crazy actually. But I love my blobs. I always peel them off. I think I have a whole box of blobs for recycling. That is some gorgeous layering. I'm going to just do a little close-up of the machine doing its thing. This is my first fan nozzle ever at 100% infill. And the main thing I want to check for is I want to see how good it takes the shape. I want to see how good it is with bridging. I don't want to see little stringies in there, and so far the detail on the bed looks gorgeous. Those are going to be, those little slots are going to be where the air from the fan blows out. But yeah, this is going to be a little while. It's on 6%. I believe this fan nozzle is about 2 hours doing it this way. So I'll catch you guys in a little while. Came in on a good time. Yeah, layer lines like don't even exist right now. This is crazy. It's probably one of the nicer fan nozzles I'm doing. I'm just gonna have to see how it's bridging, and I can't wait until this nozzle's done. Nozzle, and oh man, I built this extruder. This came from China, and it just bends and tweaks around and does a lot of stuff you don't want it to do, and it's super. It's got a lot of drag. It makes a lot of noise. These are new belts with linear bearings. You can barely hear that. There is no drag. You hear the difference in bearings? All you can do is hear the belt on that one. Alright, so I definitely would say parts are coming out so much better with that setting. It bridges beautifully. I'd have to say, I am so impressed with corners on this. This is a solid part. It's got a little bit of flex when I push hard down on it. I can kind of feel it in. It's thin right here, and that's like right in the contour of the cornering. See if we can get in there. Right in this area right here. It is super flexible. But other than that, this piece is rock hard. Great strength, and a great looking part. Well, we're working with the last part ever on that ugly extruder carriage. Can't wait until it's super lightweight. And actually I can wait. That's why I am waiting. Like, this printer is printing so damn good. It's like, why even? But it's what I want to do, because I want to see the amazing quality, and I know it's gonna jump up like incredibly. And I definitely prove that you don't have to go out and spend money on an extruder. You can print the mods, and you can put awesome settings in this and get this thing printed with, I believe, no bought parts at all. Like, the only thing bought for performance is the belt and the bed bearings that are on it right now. Other than that, there's some safety mods that I bought, 2 MOSFETs and a switch, but that has nothing to do with performance. So yeah, like, you can, oh my god, you can get this done with a $200 printer. Essentially, that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, you don't really need to go crazy with buying mods. You can just print them all at your house and have an amazing, unique printer. But definitely, if you guys liked it, give it a like. If you have any questions, definitely you can leave a comment. I'll get back to you. And hey, hit that subscribe button, and if you got the time, definitely share away. I'd like to get my channel out there a little more. But see you guys.